What's up, guys? It's Godson, and yes, today we are looking at some of the leaks that they did today. They posted. This is the new fliish character. This is the fire element of fliish. Not sure if this is the tier 0 or the higher tiers, but this is the artwork that we should be seeing for the illuvitars. And I have to say, guys, this looks like pretty nice. I think if we can put some sunglasses on this guy or deck him out with some chains, this would be probably one of the top, illuvitars that people can grab. We are also introduced some new leaked footage of the Malura in attack mode here. This basically showcases all 3 stages of the Malura character with his signature dive and then pop-up ability. This is the Omega attack that he does and definitely looks more detailed now that we see it. We are also introduced to more artwork of the illuvium world, including beautiful imagery of the Halcyon Sea. Along with Shard Bluff Labyrinths, the Null's Point, which I believe is supposed to be the highest point in Shard Bluff Labyrinth, so you should be able to see other areas, other regions of illuvium once you get to that point. So this is just the concept ideation of the area there, looking really cool. Now, not sure if this is the final product of the NFT holo version of Atlas here, but we will be getting, some form of this introduced to the NFTs that we could collect. And yeah, so Grant did mention this is not, this is more of an idea, might not be the final product of it, but they are experimenting. And this could be like the holo version of Atlas that we may be able to get. Grant also indicated that the artists are, in full swing, working on the level design. So this was one of them. And so, yeah, this looks like this is an arena that you will be fighting. There's a spaceship or the labyrinth ship, I believe that is in the back over there. So, yeah, really cool designs that we're getting. Not sure if this is Halcyon Sea or the starting point. Forgot what it was. It was called the Mesa area. Yeah, so this could be one of those 2 regions that we will get. I'm thinking this is more of the Mesa area. And of course, everyone's favorite part of all the leaks, more plants that they are working on. This is the fun stuff. And, plants and objects that will be inside the overworld are displayed in today's leaks, which really makes me feel majority of the game development will be around land of illuvium and not so much the characters of illuvium. But the amount of detail that they're putting into these artwork of the elements of the, structures that we will see in illuvium are really commendable. They are working very hard to create this world of illuvium that we will be exploring. And really some interesting designs. I can't really say what this is. It looks like the character, our ranger, is inside of a shell. Not sure if this is a doorway or if this is, something regarding the storyline here, but, this is really interesting, whatever this is. Could even be like a Leviathan that she's inside there. And this is the top of it. So maybe it's just like a creature or a Leviathan that left the shell that, is hollow inside and you can go and explore it. Maybe even some, structures or plants that we can go inside and farm up and grab the resources inside. So really interesting the amount of work that they're putting into this. Now this one really caught my eye. They are showcasing the Mozart bot with the different blueprint skins that you could get. And I believe this is the Atlas skin, the Atlas blueprint that we could put on Mozart so that, he could fly around and we will have the Atlas character. I'm definitely thinking of people will do this if they have the alluvial that they're bonded with to kind of match the bot Mozart to, be similar to it. This would be the basic look of Mozart that they're, showcasing us. So if you don't have any skins on him, this is basically what you're getting. And this is what he will look like, just default skin. We're also getting the Axodon skin here. That is so cool. It looks like kind of like war paint. They really got the eye color down, when he has these black stripes near his eyes. Really looks pretty close to the actual alluvial, the Axodon water type. And of course, they couldn't leave us in the dark. They had to give us some ram fire just to balance it out. So we have some fire and water leaks today. Really cool. I can't say that, this would be my favorite. I do like how they had the antenna here to resemble his rings around his, his wings there. It does look pretty plain, but who knows? Maybe like the design with the feet here, it looks like nails almost. Kind of brings it to life, looking more of like a fire type that you can go around with. Not too many designs. I kind of wish they had the spikes here on his neck somewhere around here, but we're just basically getting the color of the Ramfire character with his ring. So that's still pretty cool. Now they did drop these leaks today while I was finishing up my video, so I'm thinking of doing just a brief discussion of what they leaked today and then doing a second video going more into detail about the leaks that they just posted. But we have our first looks at the discs, and I believe these will be the discs that you will be getting for the Illuvitar sale. Basically, these comes in different tiers, so you'll have your, your basics, which should have some of the sunglasses or rings or hats or whatever that you're, going to get inside of these discs. They should also have different tiers of the alluvial. So if you buy a lower tier of the disc, then you'll have a lower tier with still chances of a rare, but also you'll have, the higher tier discs with chances of a confirmed rare. And of course, I believe this is the third stage, the higher tier disc that you will be getting. So I believe there is a confirmed rare inside of this with along the prices. I believe they mentioned it's around $100 for like this one, but it's in Ethereum, so the prices could fluctuate. Too bad we didn't get the stable coin, but of course, guys, I will go more into detail of, the discs and everything, the prices that they laid out. There's paperwork on this, so I'll be going more into detail with it, but this is basically what it looks like, what we will be buying. And here's the footage of the Illuvium Zero, basically the UI showcasing what, you can do inside the game here. So if you just go over and you can hover over the show tab, then you're able to see. So they hovered over the show tab and you're basically able to, highlight the efficiency, the resources, and the stage of the building structures that you have inside the game. We're also getting a look at the research tab here. So I believe this is the biodata that if you are basically scanning the area and you've scanned some of these alluvials, then they show you the UI here, the data of the scan. So it's basically a 50% success rate, the time, it's about a day, the cost, and the research. So these, if you guys are unfamiliar with, when you scan these alluvials, this helps you with getting scan blueprints to sell on the market or to use for your, for example, the Mozart or weapons or your Ranger. And they showcased how the scan will work. So if you see here, you can go inside and then you hit scan and it actually just scans the area for the alluvial found. So they found one there, that's the Atlas skin, and that's what it'll look like when you scan. We're getting a closer look at the resources here, the structures of the elements that you'll be getting inside the game with science, storage, converters, extractors. Basically, the fun stuff. If you're a land owner, this is what you're basically going to be looking at most of the time with your Nexus, which is the main, base of the main building of your base with the extractors and just giving the details of everything that you will see once you have, you're starting on the construction, the time that's left, and what you're pulling with resources. This is the final leak that we got today. Not sure exactly what this is, but I'm thinking this is suggesting where they are with the timeline, how these things correlate with each other, the Illuvium Zero, and then they're showing the blueprints, all of the data here of how the blueprints will work. So yeah, this is just more stuff that we really have to look more into once they give us more information about this. But it seems everything is connected with the, the Illuvium Zero game. Once it's released, we'll dive into all of this once we get more information about this. But it just seems, this is a graph of how it's connecting to everything with blueprints. So that's pretty much it So that's pretty much it, guys. We have the new leaks today. Again, I said that I will go over the disc because we do have more information about the illuvitars, the cost, the IIPs that they were talking about with the sale. Even more information about, how you can buy stuff and then hold on to it for a future investor, which sounds really cool. So there it is, guys. I will be having my camera back on this week. Thank you guys for being patient with me. Just had to get my, computer set up for everything so I can do this higher quality stuff for you. So thank you again. This is Godson, and be sure to check me out on the next episode. I have other videos here if you need to learn about, survival or just stuff that I've done in the past. Thank you again. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.